Welcome everybody to the news/opinions video that I always do. Everything has my opinion, so take it as you will. Hate it or love it, I'm still going to be here, still going to be giving my opinions, and still going to be doing my video. More any color stockboard comments. We're on the TV now, I guess. Well, anybody who is against or the way that Nijisanji is acting with their talents is seen as a severe anti, wanting the company to come down, blah, blah, blah. I just want the company to get better. I want them to switch their whole management from all the way from Riku down and be better. TV-kun was so embarrassed that we could only say the market capitalization, so he switched to another account, but was obvious that he was repeating the same thing over and over again in his writing. It says, if the goal is to let people know you have knowledge of stocks and can't read Japanese to go on expeditions to click away, makes sense that they keep repeating the same thing over and over again. So of course, this is, from the Kurosanji board. Thanks for the long comments, Nikki. One thing regarding Sweet-chan, the phrase at first Hololive management was short-term thinking, didn't provide enough support to Sweet-chan, but with the help of Ah-chan and her friends, Sweet-chan didn't quit. Seems quite far removed from what she said in the video. No. She said that everyone knows the story. Everyone knows the story. I repeat it again and again. Yes. In the beginning, Hololive was just trying to survive. Doesn't excuse what they did in Inonaka Music. Does not excuse it. I don't excuse what they did in Inonaka Music. That was a different management, though. So that was Hololive. Inonaka Music was Hololive with Update. I believe the same people with the keys in the eye. They were a different management group, like a whole different group underneath the cover umbrella, but it was totally separated from Hololive. We know now ordinary people, investors think about idol otaku. In fact, they're actually aware of it. There are a lot of female Nijisanji fans, so they rarely come stock bulletin boards like this one. The financial circumstances of the fans merely speculation, but now I have a good idea of what Nijisanji fans here are like. Cover as a god will easily surpass 5,000 yen and take over the world. Any color do your best in Japan. Basically, they're mentioning that any color is being very short-sighted. Tiny Go sell some of the shares to cover. That's a lot of money for 800 million yen. Any color doesn't seem to have changed its shareholding ratio. President Takami's annual dividend is 1.6 billion yen. So if you look at the half-yearly amount, it's about the same. However, the two have completely opposite policies. Of course. Sorry for amateur question. Which companies are better than cover in any color, or rather, are there any top companies? Saying the VTuber industry is small, dominated by the Japanese market. Talk about things that are not related to any color somewhere else. Kurosanji, since the stock board here has been introduced before, no way it's unrelated. They want to know if it's going to continue for the next 10 years. In terms of profits, any color is still twice as large as cover, but the growth rates and outlook are completely different, so everyone buys cover. The moment they start paying dividends, they're basically declaring that they've gone from being a growing company to a mature company. Any color's financial forecasts are so far off that even the results for the next 2 months are completely wrong, so you can't trust them at all. Some people are starting to have some doubts. But of course, you have the defense forces popping in, the Nijisanji sisters popping in, and, being angry that Nijisanji is not doing so well, and being angry that cover does well. In terms of profits, any color is still twice as large as cover. Again, cope. But the growth rates, outlook are completely different, so everyone buys cover, of course. The moment they start paying dividends, that's the same thing that I mentioned before. Wonder why. If you want to buy a growing company, you don't need to buy a cover. Just Apple, and Microsoft, and Meta is fine. Microsoft isn't a growing company. That thing is huge. Apple is not a growing company. That thing is huge. Has a small dividend. You're too hostile towards Reddit. If you don't leave stupid comments, you won't be ridiculed. I think they'll buy back their own shares again next year in quarterly financial. They will. It is a normal thing, just reminding people. It is normal for companies the size of any color in the prime market to buy back shares. There are large companies, I think Boeing and others, that do that as well. It won't change too much. It'll help them in the long term, being like, it kind of gives, from my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, it gives a sense of stability and a sense of trust for investors, being like, oh, they're doing buybacks, which means dividends. They want to pay dividends, which means they have extra money to do these buybacks. So that can bring a little bit of confidence, but it won't bring like a faltering company up. It's just kind of something that they do to kind of, not necessarily cook the books, because they don't do it to cook the books, more like to stabilize the books, from my understanding. Implement shareholder return measures following share buybacks and dividends. Start over from scratch. It's a disaster. We're getting into there. Male VTuber with the most subscribers in the world is Akemi from Indonesia's Aka Virtual. Others like Strawberry Prince and Iris also have one foot in the VTuber world, are not counted as VTubers, but they do compete with each other. In terms of average viewership, Vispo has already overtaken any color to become second in the industry. It may not be fair to look at any color which competes in terms of total number of streamers as an average indicator. But, and the person here doesn't continue it. And of course, people saying funny that they mentioned profit. Niji's profit is only so high because they don't spend anything. No salaries for the livers, no promotional materials for the newest gen. debut, except for a single stock image. No support for covers. What else? You know, TV Kud is in reference to a poster that basically ran themselves out after spouting a bunch of nonsense. They likely re-rolled and have resumed posting. The board tends to have a cast of rotating people. And yeah, these are people, of course, there's cope in there because as an investor, you're going to cope that things are going to move up. As an investor, you want things to move up, especially for a company that you have invested heavily in. I understand that part. But some of the other copes are like, what the fook? This is freaking crazy, if and you know what I mean. So this is, of course, any color defenders, some people going against them. It is a bloodbath out there. A little bit of good times with Rosemi in this case. A little bit of happy meme times, fun time, whatever you want to call it. I just vaporized some guy. I don't even care. On the floor. I don't know how that was created, but yeah, it looks like you just got vaporized. It may have been an art installation or something, but it's hilarious. Common Rosemi W. Is that some guy Riku? Mega W. Rosemi Beam. Reminds me of a Flash game where a girl uses eye beams to make boys fall in love with her. Granted, they don't vaporize into dust. The tweet is here, which, you know, I like showing you the original tweet here. The response that people have. This is so Rosemi coded. X Klugen status basically here. Says, wish that were me. That was Rosemi coded. Topio Drop Scythe. Probably deserved it. To me next. Satan Powers. Krilled. With you, I'm guessing it's just your mind. Joke's on you. You hit the clone next to him. They didn't want to be union is Uki. Uki. Terrifying. Other people just responding. Nice happy times with Rose. If you have been living under a tree, or living under a rock, or living in a tree like me, but I still know about these things, and didn't know, Avallum, the first generation of first stage production, EN, the boys, have been very, very successful in their endeavors. And recently, all of them have gotten their 3Ds, and now Zander, I believe, is the last one, or one of the last ones. I think it's Zander and then one more person. So they've been slowly but surely getting to the point where they get all of these things. And Zander is one of them who's going to be getting something. Because the wait is almost over, Netherlings. Our charming Incubus is up next to take the big stage. Look forward to Zander Netherlands 3D debut, November 24th. Of course, it isn't out yet, but I want to give you guys a little bit of a heads up. These are amazing. First stage production has been doing an amazing job with each and every one of them so far. And of course, this right here is Ravanis, their new generation. Avallum was the one who did before, and they have been doing a lot of fun things, of course, but they have been the ones who have been getting the 3Ds really soon. It hasn't even been a year since they've been out, and they've already been getting their 3Ds, which is amazing for any organization to do, and I'm glad that First Stage Production is putting a lot of effort, a lot of time, and a lot of energy into supporting and promoting their talents. Pekora had an amazing response to being nominated as the Creator of the Year for the Game Awards Content Creator nominees, and she's one of them. She's like, Usada Pekora? It's like, the rabbit has spoken. I wasn't interested before, but now, for the glory of Pekoland, Usada Pekora, voiced by, directed, produced, mocapped, written, and lead planner in all Usada Pekora, supported by Jill-kun, of course. And here we have her actually responding to everything. Let's go from the beginning.
はいてなわけで今回この度私ホロライブ所属宇佐田ペッコーラがなんと2024年ゲームオブザイヤーの The ゲームアワードクリエイター部門になんとノミネートされました。
She got nominated.
ペッコーラ自体もちょっとびっくりしておりまして、起きてからエゴサをした際にペコラお前とんでもねえのにノミネートされているというつぶやきをたくさん見て気づきました。なんでまず一言言わせてください。嬉しいペコなんですけど
Of course she's gonna be very happy, but of course she's gonna be like, huh?
もうなんでペコラちょっと本当なのでしょうか。ちょっとペコーラにはまだ信じがたいペコなんですけども、どうしてペコラも知らなかったで知らなかった。
She had no clue. For my audio listeners, she had no clue. Right now, just what she's saying is she's like, I understand, you know, she's popular in art. She understands she's popular, but she's like, why? How did this happen? She didn't even know at all. I'm pretty sure, like many Japanese people, she had no idea what the Game Awards are, since the Game Awards seems to be a little bit more regional, more based over here in the US and in Western countries.
いや、ペコーラをみんなのツイートで知りました。事前にノミネートされてますよ。もう何も情報ない状態であなたたちが教えてくれたという感じとなっております。なのでなんでペコーラ嬉しいよ。いやペコーラびっくりしたってか、ペコーラ申し訳ない。無知で本当に申し て読むのわからないけど GOTY っていうものを名前は知ってた。なんかそういうなんかショーとかのやつやってるのはうっすら知ってたペコなんですけども、まあ、ぶっちゃけ自分には関係がない正直自分には関係がないものかと思い無知でした。正直なことを言うと、はい、なんかエルデンとかが受賞してるやつだよなみたいな、そんな認識なんか。
So she is saying, again for my audio listeners, that she only found out through, of course, her fans, you know, tweeting it out. Pekora, you were nominated. Pekora, you were nominated. Oh my God, Pekora's been nominated. That type of thing. She found out through that. And she knew about it through games like Elden Ring and things like that. She knew about Game of the Year. She knew about that kind of stuff, but she did not expect this to happen to her. Now let's go to her actual tweets that she popped out. That was her original tweet here. Another tweet here. It says, I've been nominated in the TGA category of creator category. Name is Usada Pekora. I don't even know what it means myself, but it's something amazing, isn't it? I'm so happy. I've recently found my dream, and that dream is this. So basically, she wants the dream to actually be the creator of the year. Let's see if we can get her there. Of course, VTubers, unite! We must unite and try to get Pekora in there, just like VTubers last year were able to get Iron Mouse in there. And of course, she is putting out the actual site, which is thegameawards.com/nominees/content creator of the year. You can look it up. They split each category separately. You can go nominees and look at the categories and go to content creator of the year and then put in your vote for Usada Pekora. And of course, she would appreciate it. All VTubers would appreciate it because having a VTuber as the content creator of the year would be an amazing feat. Shizuka Rin is a part of Nijisanji. I'll show it here. This is Shizuka Rin for anyone who's wondering who she may be. Her bio says, Shizuka Rin, the virtual live streamer affiliated with Nijisanji. Thank you for your support. Why am I talking about her today? As the title of the other thing says, she went and was kind. Says it started, but there's 3,000 more people to join. So yeah, you know, giving support to the actual place where, you know, the live where Iroha broke the 1 million mark, as I had mentioned previously in other parts of videos. She had broken the 1 million mark. She had been able to do that. So it's great to see Rin supporting. And of course, Iroha responds. Hey, Shizurin-san, thank you so much for your support. I'm so happy. I'd love to chat with you again sometime. And of course, here we go with her saying, congratulations to Iroha for reaching 1 million subscribers. Your handwriting is so beautiful, because she had, as you know, in the other section that I have, she had a handwritten note, letter to her fans, to Hololive, to her family, to everybody who supported her in getting her to where she is right now. And that is what I want to show you guys. That is what I want to focus on. The good things that happen here. Let's see what these people have to say. Then there's nothing to say because it's really recent, but I see this as a win. I see this as a positive. That both agencies, of course, they're large agencies. They're not going to be saying anything negative against each other, at least not publicly. So it's always good to see this. Art Meets Life is announcing that December 17th, Tuesday to January 13th, Monday, national holiday, from 10:10 each day, last a minute to 30 minutes before closing, building a second floor event space, an experiential event, experimental maybe, or an experience, will be held at the popular duo of course, Korone and Miko. They're having their site there, and it's everything here from the 19th to November 24th. They're going to be having a lottery that you can enter here for tickets. If you're in Japan, of course. If you're in the US, unfortunately, we don't get to have these wonderful things. Not as much, at least. And here we go. Shibuya Tatsuya, or Shibuya Tsutaya, is saying original merchandise from popular duo. Date Tuesday, December 17th to Monday, January 13th. Is at Tsutaya here, their store. I can't tell you if they actually do international shipping, but this is, you know, their announcement of everything that's going to be there. The type of things that are going to be there. Of course, they have acrylics. They have buttons. They have posters of her and Miko-chi as well. Like her chibi style too. Chibi style, Miko's chibi style, Miko's regular style. All of them here. The buttons for all of them there. The Miko acrylic and the Korone acrylic. And of course this acrylic card here for you. For both of them, or you can get them all together. I guess it's a stand. Also a wall scroll, which I love wall scrolls. Love them. I would fill my whole walls with wall scrolls if I had the chance. And you have little boxes here too for every single one of them. Amazing stuff. Sleeves. These are, I believe, these are things that are, I think you write on and you hang. It's like a wish. You hang. I think it's at the Tanabata Festival, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But you hang it in a specific place in a shrine for wishing for good luck or wishing for having a specific wish. They also do it on papers that you tie to a tree, that type of thing. You know, they do all that kind of stuff. I believe it's Tanabata. I believe. And then you have it. One side has them there. The other side is empty, so you can write your wish if you want. It's all, you know, of course, things can be changed prior without notice, that type of stuff. Just showing you guys the kind of things that are available. I had covered this recently in a previous video of mine. Matsuri from Hololive, who has a ton of subscribers, was part of Hololive, a large agency, has made it a thing that she always does. She does it occasionally when she has the time, but she's done this before with a lot of wonderful people and has gotten them, you know, more well known out there. She does this where she does a VTuber, indie VTuber showcase pretty much, of about 5 to 6 different VTubers, male and female, that are out there, V-singers, V-tubers, everything, to introduce people to them, to use her large platform to introduce people to them. She's one of the people, one of the people that gave me the idea to do what I do of VTuber showcases is Matsuri in doing this. She has a way bigger, she has 1.44 million subscribers, way bigger place than I do, but she does this. Let's take a look. This is the first one. What is this? This is basically a character sheet for them. Their name, everything that they do, where they are on YouTube, what are their wishes, what are their dreams, what do they like, what do they dislike, what do they focus on doing, gives them a section as well here to promote themselves.
それでは聞いてください。まつりちゃんもカバーを上げてらしたお歌なのでちょっと恐縮なんですけど、あいみょんさんのに自分のチャンネルの宣伝をお願いします。And ask them questions about, you know, their channel, things like that.
Again, another character sheet for another person. Talks to them about, you know, what they like, all that kind of stuff. Spends not just a little bit of time. When she started with this one, it was 21 minutes. And she ends with them fully at like 33 minutes. So she spends about 10 minutes each with each of them to do this whole thing. So there she goes. And here you have them, where they sing. So that's really good. Plays on their strengths, plays on what they can do. Here's another person, of course. And the same thing repeats. They talk. Then they have more singing for the V-singers. So things like that. It's amazing to see a large person do this. Again, let's see this other person they have here, another singer. She sings Sosei no Aquarion. Oh my god, I love this song. I'm just gonna be honest with you. This is like, ah. And this, she sings really well. She does a really good job. And here's the last one, I believe. No, second to last.
ありがとうございます。はい、普段は21時から配信してる。あつ森の配信をしてる。立ち止まった日々も今更かってあなたに追いついたよ。VTuber になったきっかけは、はい、やらないって言われたんですね。
And of course, people are nervous.
よかった無視しなくて。ごめんね今まで。先輩って言っていいよ。やったありがとうマチュリ先輩。そういうなイメージとか強制するなアイドルなんかという言葉はこの世で一番大嫌いだ。
Again, another good song chosen, and an amazing singer. I am so glad that someone like Matsuri does this. That's why I'm putting it out there. Because this is the community that I want to make. This is the type of community that I love. This is one thing that I love about the VTuber community. Pushing other people up, not trying to tear them down, not trying to pull them down from whatever heights you think you want to pull them down from, but pushing people up. Using your size, using what you can to help people grow. As you all know, Hololive has the official Hololive card game out, which has made them a lot of money. It has basically been a money printing machine for them, because they've done it right. They've done it right. I think they're using Vice Schwartz or something like that to help make their the cards, or someone else, another company, I forget which one, to make their cards for them. Of course, they have to find a good producer. But here we go. Translating this post, introducing the cards included in the booster pack Quintet Spectrum on sale Fridays is December 20th. So these are samples of the cards that are going to be happening. You see, of course, here you see Mori Calliope. This is going to be the one you have, of course, Fubuki right there. And they're showing you all the rules, all the things that happen there. Another one of, it looks like Mori again. You have this one here. Cece in her splendor here. Then, of course, we have Mori shown in another way, another wonderful way, shown there for you to see. And the last one, I believe, is the Reaper form. Her full Reaper form, and it has, you know, all the things that you know, all her powers, all the things that you can do there, all that type of stuff. It has all of that. So that's wonderful to see. I'm so very glad that they are continuing with this. The decks are going to open. Pretty much everyone, as far as I know, in Hololive, including Device and others, are going to be a part of this. It's just, you know, they can't release them all at once because booster packs, it takes a bit to prepare them. And number two, you have to build up anticipation for it. Not just blow your load all of a sudden on everybody. You know, you can't be doing that kind of stuff. Welcome back, everyone, to the Vtuber Showcase. My daily, twice daily, usual Vtuber Showcase of people who are coming up in the world. All its different shapes and sizes, forms, types, everything, content. It all doesn't matter as long as you are TOS friendly. I will be here and show you off. I do this because I want to pay it forward. I want to make the community a better place, not have it be attacked by so many bad people out there, so many bad actors. So I do appreciate you being here. Now we're talking about kibavtuber, who is an SFW but does make suggestive jokes from time to time. They do appear to be either a Fenrir or a wolf type. Wolf Boy VTuber, play FPS and a mixture of party games to have more friends. So he is doing his own thing. He has his rules, his credits, that type of thing. What they do is they enjoy playing with viewers a lot, play FPS, party games, comfy and chill vibes, friendly and won't scold you for not understanding. So that's always very good. Let's take a look at to see if they have any clips. They do.
Oh.
So they're just playing Fortnite here.
I have an idea.
There you go. Somehow it went through. I don't know.
It's hitting them.
Tricky.
That's one down.
It is hitting somebody, so damn, that's messed up. Well, hey, you gotta cheese it any way you can. And if you have the shield of Captain America, cheese it. Do it. Here is their YouTube side as well, in case if you wanted to see it. And take a look and see if there are any shorts or anything like that. Strike your fancy. Appreciate you for being here. Thank you so much. And I hope that this helps you grow. Thank you so much for watching. That is all the news that we have for today. Please let me know down below if you want to know any more news or if you have any comments regarding anything that you saw here, which I will try my best to respond to. I love seeing your comments down below. Of course, as well, like and subscribe to the channel. That will give you more information every single day. I do 2 videos a day, so hopefully you enjoy.